Hollywood is crumbling. Bumbling California politicians have nearly destroyed everything. But what if I told you that the Lego movie just might change who takes over the Golden State? No, really. And what if I told you a new ad, a political ad, was just made with AI about the Lego movie and it could change everything? Are you intrigued? And all of it has been done in a way that was never possible, even weeks before. Artificial intelligence is taking over the entire political space of California. And ladies and gentlemen, this is so much fun, I can't even begin to tell you, because this is entertaining and suddenly politics is fun again. It's actually, well, you'll see. Here's an AI ad that is out there running in California by one of the independent candidates, and it goes after Karen Bass in a way that you just have to see. We'll play it for you right now.
Everything is awful. Everything is and you're part of the scene. Karen Bass is awful and burning down our street. Dirty needles, human waste. We just named two awful things. A stolen car, a burned down house. You know what's awful? Everything. Mom's in shock. Hit the locks. A camp of addicts down the block. Lots of tents, a very big mess. Awful scenes are not the best. Camps, traps, and crap. They're awful. Crack, smack, and shacks. They're awful. Slums and scum and bums. That's awful. Everything you see or smell or touch is awful. Karen Bass is awful. Everything is when you're part of her scene. Everything is awful. And she's killing our dreams. Wait, somebody's fighting back now. Standing up and taking flack now. Spencer Pratt lost everything. Watch the flames take everything. But instead of looking down, he's exposing this whole town. Calling out the corrupt machine. Somebody's gotta clean this scene. Let's go! Truth, proof, and receipts. Not awful.
Okay, that's enough of it. Boy, that's fun though.
Yeah.
Parody of Everything is Awesome from the Lego movie. All of this, we believe, made with AI. It's what everybody's saying. I think it's true. All of it made with AI. And that is meaning that you can make the greatest political ads and get them out there. And this is not the only one. I'm telling you, the entire political landscape in California is being taken over by the fun of this. Let me go to another one real quick, and I want you to see this. It's not as funny, but it's pretty clever. And we have a community note on it because they got this wrong a little bit, but I'll explain why. One-eyed Willie. What's that about? Says, okay. You got me. Okay, I thought the Lego Everything is Awful ad was genius. This is top tier. Truth through comedy. Vince Langman says, Spencer Pratt keeps putting out one banger after another. This one might be my favorite. I truly believe he can win this thing. Now, this is not from Spencer Pratt. This is from a different account, but it doesn't matter so much. The bottom line is, everybody is making these things, and it's suddenly transforming the whole political game. You don't have to have money. You can have the greatest ad in the world because the cost of entry into these ads is being compressed so dramatically. Here's another ad that I think you'll enjoy.
Spencer Pratt says no one in their right mind would vote for Karen Bass. Well, Spencer's wrong.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because I want to keep injecting in public parks.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because I like it here.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because I'll be if I go back to jail.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because I have a polymarket bet that the Palisades won't be rebuilt before 2030.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because the more homeless people there are, the more money my nonprofit can raise to fight homelessness.
I'm voting for Karen Bass because my parents support Spencer Pratt and I have unresolved daddy issues.
Vote Karen
These
Bass.
are good, eh? These are good. All right, let's talk about it. I want to go to Lou first. Lou, you spent most of your life in California. This is so much fun because the lower level candidates in California never got any attention whatsoever, and the media decided who would be at the top. And this is now taking over because it takes over social media. They can't control the narrative because the low level candidates, they can make the greatest ads in the world, and man, they can punch way up in a way that wasn't available before. What do you think about it?
Well, and it's not just in California. Have you seen these from a group called British Patriots? These ads with a life Amelia against.
Yes.
Oh God, they're just brilliant, and the music is good, and they're high quality. They're not just politics as usual.
Right.
And
these are
explain
just
to those who are not aware. Karen Bass is the current mayor of Los Angeles, and Spencer is running against her.
right. And Spencer probably isn't going to win. I mean, I'm not here to prognosticate on this kind of stuff,
but we'll see.
But he's outside the typical lane, right? He's in the independent lane, but his house is one of the ones that was burned down. Is that right, Lou?
That's right. He lost his house. And then he moved his family to the Beverly Hills Hotel and got a lot of flack about it. And it's like, it was cheaper than renting an RV and putting it on the lot. And he's got a wife and kids and like that. Folks, you want to go have fun, go look at British Patriots on YouTube. And, the songs against Keir Starmer are just hilarious. Or there's one they have not with Amelia, with an Irish guy saying it's cheaper to fill me car with Guinness. That's just great. And some of them are a little
sure,
itchy, but still, here's one. Want to claim asylum, pretend to be gay. And then they're doing stop being a snowflake, remigration airways. And then, anyway, there's a lot of fun stuff there. It's so inexpensive and so much more effective because it's novel. Now, when everybody starts doing it, will the novelty last? Will it still work? I don't know. But for right now, this is where it's at. It really
That's where it's at. Andy, it's transforming everything. And this is, I think, the first time, Amelia, maybe, but this is the first time that it's really mainstream right now, changing American politics, just how easily you can now make this kind of stuff using AI. So what are your thoughts, Andy, on the transformation we're seeing before our eyes and something we've been predicting now?
The beauty of it is it's all true. All you have to do is put their track record out there, and it's, how can they argue with it? Like, yeah, but it would be worse with you guys. I live right next to Philadelphia. They haven't had a Republican mayor since 1956, and yet they still run for their offices saying that it's the Republicans' fault. I think at some point, everybody's going to get sick of it because your reality just has to change. You can't go on living like this. No matter what kind of there's a lot of the facade that people will put up just because they want to be part of the in crowd and the popular kids. But in private, when you go in the little voting booth, your reality has to come into play. And I think that we're starting to see this. We're starting to see a lot of this pushback happen. I had heard, I think it was Dennis Prager many years ago said, there's been a civil war for a long time, but only one side was fighting. And now the other side is fighting back. And they don't like it very much. But when you can't show me a good side. Gary just went down to Anaheim back right before Christmas to see for getting the stuff for the Greg Gene estate. And this is a guy that lived down in Hollywood for 20 years, and he did the whole Hollywood thing. And driving around there, he said he could not believe how horrible it looks. It's like a third world country.
So he told me it was like a war zone.
Yeah.
Andy, let me bounce this back to you again. So we're watching these ads. These would never be seen in any era before, right? Any age before, even election cycles before. These are taking over social media because they're so pithy. They're so on the nose. And they're funny. And they would be ludicrously expensive to pull off in the past. But Andy, we need these because the leadership in California is so corrupt. They burned down an area of Los Angeles the size of the city of Paris, and nothing happened to them. Nothing happened. They were that incompetent, and nothing was done about it. So we need these kinds of videos, these kinds of commercials.
Yet, let's see what happens in this election. And by the way, these things are happening not just about particular politics or races. The Amelia ones, they have one called Nobody Died from Having Their Feelings Hurt. They have another one that says, it's called I Don't Care If You're Vegan. they're just a riot. And again, the production values of the music and everything are just top notch.
Yeah, and for those who don't know who Amelia is the character that the UK government invented in order to try to get people to join what they believe. And instead, people have taken Amelia and used her for how I think most Brits probably feel these days, which is that they're being invaded and their rights are being taken away. Yeah.
You all know her as the purple hair girl, but I put 3 links to some that are not political and not unsafe. If you want to run one, I don't know, but over there, pick one at random. But they're just, gosh, they're impressive. They're just impressive.
Well, before we do so, let me go to Wiz and just ask Wiz, what are your thoughts right now on AI? And this is one of those things a lot of people didn't see coming. People consider, movies are going to drop in cost for production. People consider TV shows, but the political ad, that price dropping might be just as big a deal, and it's here already because political ads only have to be 30 seconds to 2 minutes long.
If you watch just like regular cable now, you're going to eventually see a pharmaceutical ad, and if you watch close enough, it's AI. Yeah. So and that's been going on for a long time now. I'm thinking that's maybe even a year that's been going on. So it's already been happening in the marketing world, and just I work in marketing professionally. Right. I'm not a wizard. I've been hearing about this for a very, very long time, and like the real trick was how can we skirt it by without anybody noticing? And now what's crazy is we're playing into it. It's funnier that it's AI. It's more you're more attentive. You're paying attention a little bit more because it's AI, and you're like, there's the uncanny valley element to it a little bit.
It's just something little's off.
Done.
Yep.
Right. And that's the point.
And this idea of finding ways to save money on these things, most people aren't aware that I would say 75% of the toy ads over the last 15, 20, 30 years that you see where you have the little American family with the kids playing with the toys, it's being shot in Europe with families of American servicemen because they don't have to pay them residuals. They do it on a straight buyout.
Right, and the pharmaceuticals, they don't have to pretend that the people in the commercial are actually taking the thing, right? So they just put a little tiny text. But what I'm really interested in too, though, is the idea that this is taking the strata between politicians, right? Those who have been selected by the gatekeeping system, and it's compressing that. And now you can get traction with an AI ad just by saying the truth in a way that nobody was expecting to hear, and boom, you're on the scene. And that really wasn't a possibility before. So this is something happening.
But it is biased in that you have to have a sense of humor about it, and one side doesn't.
Which is why it's so effective.
Yes,
that's the problem.
Lauren,
you have to play into it. That's the issue. Play into what it is.
Right. Let's play the Amelia clip. We'll see how this goes. This is here's Amelia from British Patriots, showing that this is happening on both sides of the pond. We might want to turn the audio on, eh?
Yeah, there's a little intro here, but
there's the snowflakes back there. We'll skip ahead. Here we go.
Yeah.
Died from being offended.
Hey, there's a nice line. There's a nice line. That's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
Lauren, your thoughts on all of this? The fact that people can now make video memes. They can make them long format. Very little cost associated with this. We're talking about 100x decrease in the cost to make a very effective political ad. And you can make it in ways that you never could before and make a statement. And then zoom, boom, you're at the top of the pile.
Looking at it from the standpoint of a political ad, I think the most impressive thing about it is the reduction in costs for the production, but also what Lou keyed in on, which is that this one in particular that you played from Spencer Pratt was music. And it's an earworm. It's one of those things that gets stuck in your head so that you keep humming it and singing it and thinking about it and potentially sharing it. That's what you want out of a political ad. You want it to be stuck there into your subconscious, working on you. And I think that he's played this brilliantly.
I think kids, I mean, I know they're out for summer, but they're going to be sharing this. This works at the reason this one's genius is because it works at every single level. Everybody's in on the joke. If you saw the Lego movie, you're in on the joke. If you didn't see the Lego movie, you're still on the joke. You know what Legos are. It's like, this is, and the little Lego poops. I mean, it's just genius. It's just flat out genius. So there you go, folks. AI is transforming not only entertainment, but the political space. We'll keep an eye on it. And, this is the kind of thing that we've been telling you for years was on the way. Many boo birds said, no, Pro. This is still decades away. Nay, I say. Well, folks, we've come to the end of another video of pure excellence and fun. Explaining entertainment, keeping you ahead of the culture curve. That's what we hope you believe we've just done. And why should you believe it? Well, because we've done our very best to make it so. To be true, to be factual, and to do what the mainstream so-called access journalists simply won't. Folks, you can help share this out across the fruited plains of YouTube by clicking the like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, as we get ready to say sayonara for now, we ask that you keep learning, keep growing, and wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep having fun.